All right guys, what's going on? As you can see today, it is very wet. We had another storm come in last night, and the ground is just so saturated. It's so wet that there's no way we're gonna be able to mow today, but we do still have some other projects going on that we're gonna take you guys with us. We got a champion valve we need to dig up and replace. So this will be the first time I've ever done this. Actually, I kind of helped my dad do one, but this will be the first time doing one on my own. It's probably gonna be about 3 to 4 feet deep. So we're gonna have to dig down pretty good, and we're gonna have to dig it kind of wide so we have room to work down there and install a new one. So basically the problem that we're having with this valve is we're not able to turn it on all the way, and it's getting stuck. So it's not, the sprinkler system isn't getting at full pressure. So, and then when I went to go turn it off, I had a hard time turning it off. So basically what you don't want to do is you don't want to force this thing. You don't want to break the valve, and then you have basically city water running everywhere, and you're gonna have to turn off the main and do all that, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So we're gonna replace this valve and hopefully it fixes our problem. All right, so obviously there's gonna be two parts to this this repair. We're gonna have to dig it out or dig down to it, and then we're gonna have to replace it. Normally, you know, you definitely want to take all your a new valve, all that kind of stuff to replace it. But since I've never done one before, I'm not really 100% sure what I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna dig this thing out first, and then I'm going to figure out what I need, and I'm gonna go grab it. Like I said, ideally that's not the way this is supposed to work, but this is the way I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna, you know, if I go pick up the parts and that kind of stuff before I get down there, I can almost guarantee you there's gonna be something that I missed. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we're just gonna dig it out, figure out what I need, go get it, fix it, and hopefully it will be as simple as that. I doubt it, but hopefully it will be. Probably a little bigger than what I need, but it's going to keep the ground from getting all muddy, and I can just do it on the tarp and then brush it right back in when we're done. So the good part about doing this whenever it's rained a lot is ground's soft. So this is basically what we have. So this here is your PVC pipe. It's just covering your champion valve. That there's your blowout. So we got to dig down far enough to where we can get to that champion valve, which is at the end of this, probably another couple feet down. All right, so we found the valve. There's your champion valve right there. So now we got to dig it out all around there and see what's going on. All right, so it looks like we're not going to be replacing the champion valve. I think maybe something was just obstructing it. So we got it all nice and cleaned out, and I'll show you here. So when we got it all cleaned out, it opened and closed just fine. So I think we're just going to leave it for now. Now we got another issue of a valve that is stuck open. Once we turn water on or put pressure on the backflow, we got a zone that's kicking on, and then Here, Justin, why don't you open that up and just show them kind of what's happening. So basically all we're doing is we're putting pressure on the backflow, adding water on it. And you can kind of hear that valve is doing some funky things. And what's happening is this zone right here is just coming on without even the timer telling it to. So just like that. So yeah, so we're gonna dig this out and look at this valve.
Hey, I did not turn it off.
You didn't turn it off?
It's still on. They went back down.
You're kidding?
Yeah. We might have just got it.
We might have just fixed it. Ha! That's what I was.
It's still on.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. All right. So let me tell you what we did. This was loose. It was loose on there, so I tightened it up. I did not think that was gonna work, so I wasn't planning on that working, but apparently it might have. So, hell yeah. All right. Well, first thing we gotta do is test the backflow now. All right, so this one is ready to go. We tested all the zones. Everything's working the way it should. I think our biggest problem was we couldn't get that champion valve turned on all the way. And I'm not really sure how it works, but from what I can tell, or what I've talked to from a few different people, is that if you don't have full pressure, sometimes your valves won't work properly. And I think that's what we had. That's what was going on. So yeah, here I thought we were gonna have to do some more troubleshooting, and it all kind of worked out. So we're good to go. We're gonna wrap this one up and put it all back together. We'll see you guys later. All right, so there's your finished product. Got the turf back in there. It's a little muddy, but it'll wash off.